Randomizers are so crazy, man. I'm Tong, and this is how I made the Pikmin 3 randomized for Mr. Don Schnack.
And some other types of the talent.
I first want to mention, Pikmin's 3 hacking is nothing to the scale of 2, so unlike the first 2 randomizers that we've seen, we have to make the randomized layout by hand for the third game. Wouldn't it be considered a customizer then? No. Allow me to explain. In order to keep this as random as possible, I used a wheel spinner. For example, you see this nerd right here? This dwarf Bulborb? I spin the wheel of awesomeness, and boom, there you go, Scutterchuck. And yeah, I had to do this for every enemy in the game. You can already tell how I went for enemies that are in groups.
It's familiar.
Sadly, I had to keep the main bosses the same, otherwise Pikmin 3 would just straight up break. But the good thing is that I could spawn them again after we defeated them for the first time, and we get moments like this.
You again?
I do want to mention that because Pikmin 3's code cannot be edited to the extent of the other 2, the randomized enemy placements would be set in place. They cannot be rerolled every time we reload the map. Think of it as of Wind Waker's randomized, seeds. This part haunted me the most, man! As you know, in standard Pikmin 3, there are 66 pieces of fruit you need to collect to get 100%. And of course, I shuffled all of them to the best I could with the wheel spinner. There are only 3 of which I could not change though. It was the mango, the papaya, and the melon. And funny enough, the 3 of them belong to main bosses. There's something definitely hard-coded about this. While I playtested the entire game, and when I got to the Quaggle Mirclops fight, and every time I defeated it, it would crash. So I thought, let me just change it back to the melon, so I did. I tried it again, and it crashed again! Man, Pikmin 3 is held on by duct tape and glue, I swear. At this point, I was worried, because I didn't know what to do to fix it. I removed the ring, I added back the melon, I removed the armored mob that randomly spawned in the cave. Turns out, all I had to do was just restart the whole game. That took all day. And that wasn't even the worst part. My patience with this game was reaching its limit. So for the 3rd time playtesting through the mod, there was no crash. And as I collected all the fruits, I noticed something that was off. The counter said 65 out of 66 fruit. Remember I said that I had 0 coding knowledge and I did this all by hand? You should have seen my face once I realized that I replaced the 4th strawberry with an extra bundle of grapes. That's why it didn't count. Because I can't count. It's alright, we fixed everything, and the 4th time I playtested, everything was a go for Mr. Schnack. Mr. Snack? Mr. I did have a little fun putting the Don's profile picture on the phone, because after Gunna the Hunt put Hep's picture on the phone, you know I had to do the same thing. You know I had to do it.
Guys, I did it! I'm in a Pikmin game!
Now that the game has finally been fully randomized, it is ready to be shipped and sent to Mr. Don. It was an honor to work on this mod for him. Even though it took a long time, it was well worth it. And working on this randomizer actually made me learn how Pikmin 3 story mode works to mod it. I had a very fun time watching the Don streams playing the randomizer. You guys should definitely check out his brand new video that he just released, a documentary. It was a blast. That video was peak! This is future me recording now on the video. Now, you know I said that I made this by hand, right? What if I told you, you can make your own randomized layout yourself now? See, at the time when I was developing the mod, I had to do it by hand. There was no program. But a fellow Pikmin 3 hacker decided to make a program to randomize the layout. What? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chocapi, a fellow Pikmin 3 and 4 modder, just like yours truly. You can find a download to his randomizer if you join his Discord server. I'll link it in the description, and you can download it from there. Make sure you read the README and all the steps you needed to ensure that you get the program working. I do want to note that this is not an edit to the code itself. It edits a text file, which determines what objects are on the map. So you have to extract that from your game files and do all that bada bing bada boom business. You know how it goes if you mod games. So yeah, to summarize all this, back then I made it by my hand and wheel spinners. Nowadays you can use Chocapi's code and you can randomize the game yourself. Shout out to Chocapi. Big shout out to the Don for commissioning me to make the mod. And shout out to you guys for watching the video and supporting the channel. That's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. See ya!
tongue.